So, good evening everyone and welcome to episode 14 of VloggerBox. Now before we start, I'd just like to say, Claire, I think your top looks absolutely gorgeous this afternoon. And I don't know if you've noticed, right, she's got a little rose on her top and we've also got a little pink rose just showing behind us. Oh. So it goes really well. It wasn't planned, but it looks lovely.
I didn't know you were going to say that.
No,
thank you.
But yeah, anyway, on with the show.
Thank you, David.
That's all right.
So, off we go. We are going to be watching Marmalade Tour and Crafty Caravaners.
We are indeed. Marmalade on Tour are going to be showing us where they stayed during lockdown because they are permanent van lifers now, and as we know, people who live the permanent van life will have obviously had difficulty during lockdown. And then with Crafty Caravanners, we're going to be following their trip to Tintagel in their caravan.
So why don't you grab a coffee
and watch us
watch you
Dolittle Campers review. Would you look at that? Even their camper van's self-isolating.
Absolutely.
We've spent the last 10 weeks self-isolating at the Dirty Duck pub in Woolscourt by Beaver. It's not far outside of Grantham, which is where our family live. Luckily, we're so lucky. We know these guys, and they were so kind to let us stay here. Part of the pub is actually a campsite, part of the pub grounds. So we have this area, which we're in now, which is the main pub car park, and they have lots of electric points down the end. So they have motorhomes here all the time.
So, at the Dirty Duck pub, we have a lot of things at our disposal, a lot of facilities at our disposal, and you can see on the shot now, that's our shower block. The pub is just here. We've got all this room in the field, and we're nestled in the corner of the car park, next to the electric point. And the pub is where we fill up our water, which you'll see later, and then we've got a small park next to the pub as well, so we've got a lot of ground, and then it's surrounded by fields.
Actually, I couldn't think of anything better. Being in the middle of nowhere with your family and your van and a field to yourself, perfect.
Absolutely. Probably the same way you'd normally live in one. A very self-sufficient way of living.
The how of lockdown is generally just the normal how of living in a motorhome, of van life. So it's
he must be a very intelligent man then.
To get into and that it's most people would see it as the worst aspects of van life, but they're kind of the routine that keeps you sane, doesn't it?
It's the same sort of routine that you'd have in any house, really.
Yeah. So another thing which we've really thrown ourselves into, and I've really embraced it. Well, we all have, even Riley. Is hand washing. Now,
Riley's luckily Riley's at the age where she's just obsessed with putting her hands in water. So easy.
Now we hand wash with something called a scrubber bag, which we've spoken about briefly before.
I thought you meant washing hands. I was like, I don't know why we're talking about this.
No. Scrubber bag is a bag that's designed for hand washing your clothes, and it's basically a rubber or silicone bag with it's
got silicone washboard type.
Yeah, and it's got a washboard on the inside, and then you seal it up. You put your detergent in, whatever you want to use, and water in, and your clothes. Seal it up, it becomes airtight, and you let the air out of it, so it's completely like vacuumed, I suppose. And then you just rub your hands along it, and you clean your clothes.
For a couple of minutes.
I think that's the future, that is.
I like the idea, but we only really go away for weekends. It's not really much of a break for me doing the washing, is it? Well, you're not going to do it.
I'd do it if we had one of them.
Oh, the novelty would wear off like all your other man gadgets.
No, that looks fun, that does. I'd do that.
Yeah, it's worked well for even the odd pair of jeans we've chucked in there has not come out too badly. So.
So the awning was a win. We've learned we're real humans.
Yeah.
Motorhome humans.
Motorhuman.
That's a new term that I'm coined.
It's easy.
So we're more confident now. I think we're confident with our awning, confident with our blocks, more confident with our white and our grey, and we've got some new procedures for doing that, haven't we?
I tell you what, that's what I love about the camper van, learning new ways of doing things. Don't you think that every time we go away it just gets better and better as we learn new ways of doing things?
Yeah, we definitely adapt with the van, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, perhaps we're campervan homes.
That doesn't work.
I don't suppose it does it?
We made the decision at the start to just go to the same supermarket every time, to minimise the contact we've had with different people in different areas, so that we know exactly where we've been should anything happen.
Yeah, and it's been really difficult because not only is it's only about 4 miles away. When we make that four mile journey each way, we've been given some quite horrible looks by some members of the public sometimes.
I think motorhome users got quite a bad reputation
right at the start of
this
lockdown.
I mean, obviously towards the end it's where we are now anyway, it's easing a little bit and it's more acceptable to travel that way, but so many people were reported having really bad experiences and really rude people, or people being really rude to them because they're in a motorhome, but actually most of these people live in those motorhomes. They're not on holiday like us, we're not on holiday, and a lot of people did wonder what we're doing here.
That's the one thing that I hope comes out of the other side of lockdown, is that people learn to be more tolerant of each other. I think the one thing that lockdown taught me is that not everyone's the same, not everyone's situation's the same, and there's not one size fits all approach that will ever work with lockdown.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm not sure I'll ever be truly tolerant of some people though.
So, especially in the early stages, we started ordering bread from a local bakery, and when the delivery arrived, it was
like
always
heaven, wasn't it?
We
always overorder.
Always overorder. You did it by accident once.
I did it by accident the first time, and then I was like, "That's exactly how much we need."
Yeah, overordered, and it's like, well, that's how much the order is, not the overorder. So weirdly,
I didn't overorder on bread, just pastries.
So that delivery really helped. It
Yes.
helped keep us happy, and having those little milestones of knowing your bread's coming on a Thursday or something like that.
Did you have any milestones that helped you get through lockdown?
Daily digestives.
Oh, yes.
Your little trips to the corner shop to keep me supplied in digestives.
Yeah, I went quite a few times. He knows me by name now, and he also knows that we drink wine, eat lots of chocolate, and lots of biscuits as well. Oh, and cider. He probably thinks we've got a family of 10 back home, the amount I was buying.
I think you kept his business going single-handedly.
He was boarded up when I drove past yesterday.
See? Are you joking?
And then another thing is, like we said, the pub that...
Oh look, that's a corner shop bag. I wonder if that's wine, chocolates or cider.
No, takeaway food.
And the food is great. It's been an excuse to play, really.
Yeah, it really has. I think as well, when we first got our motorhome, we just went for it, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's really given us time to relax and really reflect on what we actually do need.
Making paper aeroplanes.
Yes.
We had paper aeroplane competitions, and they were just amazing. Just literally getting some different colour paper so you could know whose was whose, and we tried copying some designs which all failed.
Do you know, I've always been good at paper aeroplanes. I won a competition at school with paper aeroplanes.
Did you?
I did.
What sort of dynamic aeroplane did you create then?
Well, it was like a pointy one that looked a little bit like Concorde, and I even drew a little Union Jack on the wing.
Oh, so did you win because it looked the best or went the furthest?
No, it went the furthest. Mine went all the way across the sports hall, and it actually crashed into the far wall.
Well, I'm glad you was good at something at school, David.
So am I. Do you know I got 10 bonus house points for that?
For us.
Yeah. We had so much fun with it. We've never really flown
only like
kites.
a tenner, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's just been good. I mean, I've crashed it a few times just like it was a drone. I've treated it like a drone.
Let's go fly a kite.
What have I told you about singing?
Oh. You don't think that's why our subscribers have hit a plateau, do you?
Probably. Shh.
Last thing we want to talk about is birthdays in the van. A lot of people have had lockdown birthdays.
Everybody has a birthday in April. Everybody we know.
Yeah. Give us a shout out below. Give us a comment if you've had a birthday and we'll shout you out happy birthday. But having birthdays in the van was really good, wasn't it?
It really was, yeah. And
Colin the Caterpillar cake.
Colin?
Yeah, he's a famous M&S birthday cake.
And his name's Colin.
Yes, it says it on the box. Colin the Caterpillar.
Okay, I haven't lived.
No, you haven't. You ain't worked at Marks and Spencer's either.
Back of the van in a way that we don't normally do it. So we had tables out and the benches out rather than children's beds. And we did the same for Riley's birthday.
we had planned to have a picnic for Riley's birthday, but the weather was a bit off, so
yeah.
we didn't.
But it was just lovely. It was nice, yeah. I mean, it's memorable. Everybody that's had a lockdown birthday, you're going to remember this one, aren't
Tell
you?
your grandkids.
Oh, you had a lockdown birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. You threw me a party in the van, didn't you?
Mm.
Do you know what? I actually think that'll probably go down as one of my most memorable birthdays.
Really? What, better than your 30th in Lanza?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I just managed to fit my birthday in, didn't I? Before lockdown. Actually, that was the last time we went to a restaurant. Back in March.
It was. Considering we normally go like twice a month.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know what? The thing I like about this video is that it encapsulates everything that I loved about lockdown. Mel and Scott just strip everything bare and they talk about the things that really matter. And do you know what? They'll look back at lockdown in years to come and they will remember it for all the right reasons. A lovely watch.
This was filmed really naturally, talking us through their lockdown with some lovely highlights of family life. You can definitely relate to enjoying lockdown and spending quality time with the ones you love. I'm talking about Tessie.
Oh.
Today we're going to walk as far as the Headland Caravan Park. Looks like there's some really big lizards around here.
Lizard? More like a dragon.
There are more sweets here. We didn't cave into temptation.
I would have caved. And you would have.
What would you have had?
Chocolate peanuts.
Peanuts? It's a sweet shop, not Holland and Barrett. Foam bananas.
Oh, is that what you would have had?
No, it's what I want now. Them and foam shrimps.
Corner shop's not open anymore.
Oh yeah. You put them out of business.
It was boarded up, remember?
We can get a magnet and a card from here, can't we? Some cards.
Oh, I have to get a fridge magnet wherever we go, don't I?
Yeah, they collect them too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you, they tweeted about it and they said everyone show them a picture of their fridge.
Oh, was it's covered.
I know. I'll send them a picture on Twitter once you cleaned it. You give me the death stare, ain't you?
I love this brickwork. Lots of patience went into this.
That's giving me a headache, that wall. It's making me go all giddy.
Yeah, it's like one of them optical illusions, doesn't it?
And skill.
Yeah. Oh look, there's a fireplace in the middle of it.
It's a fireplace. Is it? No. Horsey!
I think that's a donkey.
Who's Dorsey?
It's a horse. You were wrong. You do struggle with your horses and donkeys, don't you?
I wasn't wrong. I was almost right. There's not a lot of difference between a horse and a donkey.
we had something to eat here. The sunset ends another day, but this video is not quite finished yet. Please bear with us until the very end, it's going to be worth your while.
That's our mug, David.
I know, I'm currently in talks with them about an appearance fee. We played a cameo role, you know. And Tessie wants her cut too. She's on that mug.
How hard can this be? Hello there, Milo. Are you expecting a sausage?
He'll be severely disappointed then. There's nothing sausagey about them.
Poor little pooch.
What have you got on the plate?
Plants.
Plants. Let's have a look at that. Right, no ways of telling if this is cooked or not. It's looking black, so perhaps it is. Who knows? You know, if you stick a fork in a tree, it doesn't bleed. So let's do a taste test.
Yeah, that's hot.
Okay, probably cooked then.
I love the sausages because I know what they taste like.
What do they taste like?
Not sausage. Probably would have tasted better if you had some white. It's a bit cardboardy.
Okay, would it have tasted better with a bit of cow on it, perhaps?
Probably.
Okay.
But it'd have been more calories.
I know, we've got to do the healthy stuff.
You know, that's what I actually quite like about this video. Someone that's eating vegetarian stuff, but admits that it is vegetarian stuff and doesn't say, oh, it tastes just like sausage.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of plants on my plate.
Well, I hope Linda McCartney ain't watching this video. So it's really nice to see a casual stroll around the shops because it just reminded me of a real chilled out, laid back holiday. The other thing I really enjoy about this video is that it's really well signposted. So it tells you what else is coming up in the video, but it also points towards what the next video on their channel will be. Great stuff.
This was a lovely, easy to watch video, and the music was quite fitting for their stroll around Tintagel. Oh, and what a fabulous tasting crockery you have. Thanks for featuring our mugs in your video.
Nice one.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed watching episode 14.
If you made it this far, then please do like, comment and subscribe to our channel for future videos.
We're also on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We always love to hear your comments.
Thank you for watching us
Watch you
do Little Campers Review. See you soon.